we need to get your Discord up because I'm so professional. All right, let's see if we can hear you. We should.
Hello. Let's test this out.
I can.
Yay! I love it. Hello, everyone. Hello, people. Hopefully you're filing in. This will be fun.
Okay, and now that I have it, the Discord window does not want to pop. Oh man, the video doesn't want to work, Steph.
Are you using it somewhere else?
I'm using it in Discord. You're right, we should have, we did.
There it goes.
There it goes. I see it. I see it. Aha!
Yay!
Yay! Okay. Welcome to the, of course, tech-ridden first inaugural session of Knox Talks. And I am so happy to have you on, Erin. Thank you for being my guinea pig and my volunteer.
No, thank you for having me. Like when you told me this was something that you wanted to do, I was like, do it though. Like just start. And it was I'm really grateful that you took me up on the whole, I would happily go on. I don't mind being your first guest, etc. And like, thank you for having me. This is really cool. And I'm really proud of you for like just doing what you want to do.
Well, we've talked a lot about this. It's really important to me to get eyes on everyone's work because, especially if you're doing indie work, it can get overshadowed a lot. And you're moving in some really cool spaces now, and I really want to talk about that. But I also want to touch on your indie work and your coaching and how you got into directing and all of that. So,
Okay.
so yay! I have tons of questions, but I did what's up? Ooh, okay, we apparently have to time out for a second because we have ads.
Oh, ads. That's fine. We love ads.
Ads support my
Now
stream,
for a break
and
from
it
our
is
sponsor.
really.
Yeah. I mean, it was, why not? I mean, it's okay if it gets you money.
Yeah, no.
I want to pull up Twitch so I can see what people are saying and doing. I like to spy on it. I haven't done that. While we're hanging out for ads, I'll do that.
We'll do that. We're getting lots of follows, and I just want to say welcome on in, everyone. ICJ Diz, thank you for coming in. And is that rainbow poop? It is rainbow something. Welcome on in, Prideful Wolfpack. And yes, so Steph is going to be running mod today. So if you have any questions for Erin, obviously keep them polite. But Steph will go ahead and relay them to me, and then I will ask Erin. Are we out of ads?
What are examples of rude questions? Like keep them polite.
I'm sure they can come up with stuff that I couldn't think of.
It's cool. It's cool. I just was like, oh, I guess that's a thing. That's fine. Hi everyone. Thank you for coming in. This is super exciting. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Knox Talks. Super excited to be here with Patty. So thanks for having me on. That's what we were starting with. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'm introducing myself. I'm Erin Nicole Lundquist. I'm a professional voice actor, voice coach, voice director, and weird person. I'm like a really big goofball, and I'm learning how to let that out a lot more. So these things are really good for me because it teaches me how to like be more of myself in public spaces. So thank you guys for being here, and thanks for having me on, Patty.
I'm really glad. Thank you for doing that. I'm supposed to be introducing you, but you got it. I'm glad that you're my first person because your vibe is just so fun and so uplifting, and I really hope that everybody enjoys what we're going to do today. So I guess my first question is, as strange as this sounds, what did you want to be when you grow up? Did you want to be an actor, or did you want to be like a mermaid?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So the first job that I ever wanted to be, and there's written evidence of this because in preschool, like it was the first ever "Who am I" thing, and my mom kept it because it was like the first art project home from preschool, and that like meant a lot to my mom. And now as a mom, I get it. I'm like, yeah, I keep all of their art, but she only kept like a few pieces, and the first piece ever was like, oh, my hair is black, my eyes are brown. When I grow up, I want to be an actor. And then it said, what? I know, I was like 4 or like, but yeah, it's crazy, or 3, I think I was 3 years old. And when I asked why, it was like, why do you want it? That was like the next question of why you want to be that when you grow up. And it was so that I could marry Peter Venkman. That was it. That was my whole motivation to being an actor, was that I loved the Ghostbusters, particularly Peter Venkman, but I knew he was in the TV. So in order to get in the TV, I needed to be an actor. So that's what launched me on this crazy trip.
Okay. It works.
It worked, I guess. And it wasn't that simple. Of course, that was like little kid Erin, who then also wanted to be a paleontologist and then an astronaut and then a teacher and then a doctor and then a philosopher and then like all sorts of things. But I was a theater kid. I was attracted to performing ever since I was a child. I was in dance first from like 3 to 6. And then in 6, I went into musical theater. And that includes, that like continued the dancing training as well as acting and singing. And I did that for another 10 years or so, including like community theater and stuff like that. At 16, I went into a college summer course. It was through the University of Arts in Philadelphia, and it was my first like big girl drama class. And it was like, this is what you learn when you go to college. They were like sample college classes to try to entice people to come to the convention, but you live there for like 2 months. It was really friggin' cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great, and you got like a mini curriculum for the and at the end you put on a performance. And that made me decide. I was like, okay, I want to do this. And I came home from the summer camp, and I was like, thank you so much, because my mom paid for it. I was like, thank you so much. Like, I've decided I want to do this. And she turned to me and she goes, oh. No, we sent you there so you could like get it out of your system. Like,
Oh my God.
she would absolutely not pay for like art school, acting school, drama classes, anything like that. And so I then I ended up needing to. I went to college and I pursued stuff on my own. And then it's fine. Just keep. This is the beginning. It's the introduction on the live stream. Sorry. Thank you. The I forgot. I lost my place.
You went to college and you had to pursue it on your own.
I had to pursue it on my own. So I was doing some plays in college, and then I met a dude who said that acting was stupid, and I thought he was like the most intelligent person ever, because he was like freakishly intelligent. And he was like, it's vanity, it's all like narcissism and like all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I like stopped acting for 10 years because I listened to a boy. I allowed myself to change to like suit his world. So that was not great. Learned that the hard way. And it was actually cosplay that got me back into it, where I started making costumes and doing cosplay, and then that led to me doing princess parties, and then that led into me doing costume design for TV and film. And it was on the set of one of the shows that I was working on that the sound guy was like, you have a really good voice. Have you ever thought about voice acting? And I was like, tell me more right now. Because in spite of being entrenched in theater and having dabbled in on-camera, I did on-camera stuff out of Austin and things like that as well. I didn't realize or think that voice acting was a job. It was just, I love cartoons, I love video games. I never grew out of it. I was into it when I was a baby all the way to now. And I was like, oh my God, that's a thing people do. And so this guy got me into commercials, which then led to character, and then that started like this whole thing. So now I gave you that's the whole journey.
Well, it's funny because it ties into some of the other questions, because I did know you cosplayed and I wanted to know how that fed in. So that actually worked out quite well. So
yeah, it was, I think it started cosplaying. I technically dressed up. I used to work for Funko Land and for GameStop before Funko Land was acquired by GameStop. And on big release days, they used to let us dress up as the video game characters. And that's when I started doing that. I started making, like, it was only for certain releases, and the company had to kind of give the okay to be out of uniform. But we did, like, our store allowed it. So the first cosplay I ever did was Jill from Resident Evil
Well, that's cool.
1. Right, yeah, 1. And because they were re-releasing them on the GameCube. This is dating me, I know, but that's okay. Um, so then I started going to just conventions as a guest, and every now and then I'd just be like, I'm gonna dress up like this character or whatever. And then I got really into it, like we do when we're neurodivergent and find a hyper focus. So then I was like, I'm gonna be a
Don't know anything
professional
about that.
cosplayer. I know. I did that for a few years as far as I actually like had a table and I went to different cons and stuff like that under not this name, under a different name.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool. I enjoyed it, but I'm glad it led me back to like the thing I wanted to do since I was 3. So I'm very grateful for cosplay for doing that for me.
It sounds like you didn't get away from the arts fully, no matter what happened. There was always you always had one foot in the door somewhere.
Yeah, that's I never thought about that, but like yeah, literally never. I never ever, because when I wasn't acting, I was writing, and I
Oh,
would write short stories and poems. I'm a published poet. I have multiple books and multiple anthologies, and then I did short story writing that's been published in different things as well. Also not under this name, so you won't find them. Haha. But also, but yeah, I you're right. I never stopped in any way. That's cool. That's cool to think about.
that is really cool. Okay, you know, it ties. I can see where the writing ties in because now, like, you wrote the scripts for my reel, and writing is something that takes practice and takes knowledge, and it sounds like you're able to incorporate little bits of everything that you've learned so far and turn it into something different. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I yeah, I've lived 8 lives. Like that's how I view it. I have been a completely different person at least 8 times, where the person from 2 years ago wouldn't recognize the person now, wouldn't recognize the person from 4 years ago, 6 years ago, etc. And what I've found in life is that there's a reason why everything is happening in those moments, because it all comes back. Eventually, you're like, oh my God, I learned about this in like elementary school and I'm using it now every day in my acting. Like, that's crazy. Like, it just everything feeds into everything else, and there's no bad well, okay, hold on. I gotta clarify. When I say there's no bad experience, I don't mean that experiences can't be traumatic or like terrible, objectively terrible,
Right.
but they do form who we are, whether we like it or not. That's what I mean.
I agree wholeheartedly. It makes you the person you are today, and everything we do in life can and honestly should be used as a learning experience because I like to say life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. And that's kind of sounds like what you're getting at as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I agree. There was a thing that said there was a some I can't remember who first said this to me, if whether it was a teacher or a therapist or just a friend, but somebody said you have no control in life. Like, you do not have control except in how you react to situations. And I was like, oh, that's really profound. But it's also true because like at any moment anything can happen.
Right.
And also, even when you do stuff, you don't get to then control how things are perceived or how that is received, or what the effects or consequences of the things you say and do. And so that is, you have to surrender that immediately, and it all just becomes how you react to things, and that's what defines who you are.
That is really interesting. Yeah. So I was thinking about something. So you were in the military, and thank you for your service.
Oh, thanks for your support.
So how has that affected your vision of the arts and what you bring to roles and what you bring to creative spaces?
Oh, cool. This is a good question. So, in case people don't know, the arts are a part of the military in a couple of different ways.
Oh,
So, every branch has professional musicians, and professional actors, and professional singers, and in some cases, dancers. It's not every single, but there's it started because of morale, because the military would just sort of hire people that would be able to travel from different overseas bases in order to boost morale, and then also for like really big military events, things like the Army Navy game, they would have the like bands, and they would have um, singers and things like that. And so I knew that going into the military, but I also, the path to get there is really not something that when you're like, I'm going to enlist, it's like that's something that you kind of have to plan for a while. There was a chance I almost joined, like, oh my God, what was it called? It's like their chorus choir thing. I was going emailing back and forth about trying to like change jobs. But then as I was doing that, this big like controversy dropped online about the treatment of like that team. And I was like, never mind, I'm fine. It's like protection, divine protection was like, don't do it. I was like, okay. Um, so that showed me that you could be both in the military and have discipline and want to give back to your country, but also you don't have to like surrender the arts fully. Now, I did not go into the arts. I started out as a Russian linguist, and then I transferred into medicine, where I was a surgical tech that then went into orthopedic specialty. So I did trauma for like 6, 7 years, and then I did orthopedics. No, maybe 5 years in trauma, and then I did orthopedics for 3 years. That's right. That's a good number. Yes, those are correct. Um, it's like I must be accurate, and because I was doing so much science, which I also love, I needed to pursue the arts on the side, or else I don't feel whole or complete. So I was doing painting, I was learning makeup, I was doing costumes, and then set design, and then like opening an Etsy shop where I did a bunch of like online stuff, and then voice acting. And then I actually tossed out all of my other hobbies after a couple of years of voice acting, because I was like, this is no longer a hyperfixation. This is like, I think the thing I want to do with the rest of my life. I can no longer be distracted. And I like threw out all my other art materials. It was crazy. I have a little bit of regret because there came a time that people wanted me to paint stuff, and I had no painting supplies, and I couldn't afford to buy new ones at the time. So I was like, crap. So I wish I still had them, but that's okay. I will one day.
I have the hoarder, so if you ever need anything.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. There are so many of us, like so many voice actors. I've gone to people's houses. They all have craft rooms. They all got craft rooms. It's great. I love it. I love that we're all just like bursting with creativity.
I think that, and like I said earlier, I think that a lot of us have had various journeys. They're all different, but in some ways they're all the same. So we always have one foot in some sort of art form. And crafting is
Yes.
a fun art form. I mean, who play with glitter? Play with glitter. That's my thing.
Oh, that's your thing? You like glitter?
Steph and I think I've told you this. We run our own cosplay Etsy shop. That's our main gig.
Okay.
And I pour resin gems for like the big props and things like that.
Yes.
So I'm constantly covered in glitter when I'm not voice acting.
You did not tell me any of this.
No, I
did
didn't.
not
Oh.
know. I did not know, because I would have told you that I used to run a costume Etsy shop, and we've never had this conversation.
We need to have this conversation.
You never told me this. That is so cool. Do you do like the light up things too? Are you providing the materials that other people then incorporate into their cosplay?
We have not learned how to do light up yet. So what we do is at this point, we actually create the finished products. Our main selling point
Okay.
is Sailor Moon, because we're
Cool.
big Sailor Moon nerds.
Do
So
you have an example? Like, do you have a prop I can see?
Steph, what you got for me, baby? Any props?
I'm so hyped. Like the streamers must know. We must see it.
This is
Thank
supposed
you,
to be
Steph.
about you, though.
Uno reverse card.
But yeah, no, this is what we've been doing since 2009. I couldn't find a job when we moved to Colorado. And so I
Wow.
opened up an Etsy store, and it got to the point where we could actually provide for ourselves through Etsy. So, and
Amazing.
Steph is still holding down the fort. Here she comes. What you got?
Yes, very nice. That's my girl. That's my girl. Do you know that? That's my girl. She's hold on, let me bring up my picture of
I
me.
was like, yes,
Oh
I do.
my god.
That's why you chose it.
That's what I did. That's what I said. I know she cosplayed something. There's the earrings.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up mine so that the people at home can see. I'm trying to scroll on my Instagram because I think it's on there. Because I took everything off, but then when they announced Mario Galaxy 2, I was like, I went back and I found. Let me see if I can make it. Let me turn off the blur. Hang on, I can make that work.
I know you can.
I can do it. Where's the video? Camera, no blur. We're done with that. I mean, it's not so bad. There's a little bit of mess right here, but that's okay. Let's see if I can make it happen.
There it is.
There we go. That's me. So that's
I
at
remember
the San
seeing that.
Antonio. That's the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. That was for ASAN Japan. Oh no, this is for PAX South. Sorry, this was for PAX South. And I made all this stuff. So this was like a Warbler and resin gem crown.
Nice.
And then this was a Warbler and resin gem like chest piece there. And then the earrings were craft foam. And I still have the wand, which was a wood dowel with a Warbler star that I had molded.
Yeah.
None of the stuff I really did was designed for selling to other people at that time.
Right.
So it becomes a lot different when you, like, as you know, when you're like, I must standardize things so that other people can use them in all of their stuff. Those things look really nice. They look really clean. What you just showed me, it's really cool. Yeah.
Well,
I love Rosalina.
You know, I would love to see you reprise it at some point, or maybe you know what, maybe they can do like other video games and stuff like that, and maybe not grab the actors from the movies.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Brie Larson.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. She did a great job. I think she was. I also cried when she was cast because Rosalina is super important to her, and like for years, like Mario Galaxy has been one of the most influential games in her life, and to find out that she was playing like my goddess, I was like, there's no one better. Like I wasn't even, I was
Aw, that's
not
amazing.
mad at all. I was like, that's amazing.
It's
So,
nice when that happens. It's very
Yeah.
nice when that happens.
It reminded me of Peter Capaldi booking the Doctor in Doctor Who, because he was the president of the Doctor Who fan club, and he was writing in even before he was like of age to like join the fan club. He would like write into the magazine, and there's a paper trail of like young Peter Capaldi like being a fan of Doctor Who, and then later having a one-off appearance in David Tennant's series, and then in spite of having a one-off appearance, like of a major role in the episode, it was like central to the episode. In David Tennant's series, he then booked the Doctor, which they tied back to why to that character, which is really cool. And that was his dream, like his whole dream, his whole life was, I just wanted to be on Doctor Who, and then he got to be that's the dreams come true. Like, what are the that's how I felt about Brie Larson booking Rosalina. I was like,
Yeah.
dreams come true.
That is beautiful. Love to see it. So, do you have a dream role? We've actually talked about this, but they haven't heard it. What is your dream
Yeah.
role?
I have several because I'm a big fan of giving voices to characters that don't have voices yet. And my absolute dream role would be, oh, cool. I'm really glad that I started with that and my mind went completely. No, it's Castlevania, Sonia Belmont. There we go. My absolute dream role is to play Sonia Belmont in Castlevania, because when I was little, I was really into the Castlevania games on the NES, and then on the Game Boy, like the original Game Boy, there was a game called Castlevania Legends, and it was a female Belmont, And I was like, awesome. And she was just, it was the same. It was the same gameplay as a regular Castlevania. So they didn't do anything weird because it's a girl. Like it was just a Castlevania game. And then she disappeared. They were going to make a game with her on the Dreamcast. It was done in Japanese, but then it got canceled late stage. So it never released anywhere and it never got an English cast. So like, and then when they did the cartoon, the animation, they realized they couldn't include Sonia in the lineage because Alucard is in Castlevania Legends and there's like implications between the two of them, and they were like, "Oh, we that would mess up the birth order of like how we know the Castlevania line to be. It would also imply that future Belmonts have Dracula's blood." And they're like, "We don't know if we want to dive into that." And I was like, they're erasing her. So I want to be Sonia Belmont. I also think it would be amazing to be Samus from Metroid.
Ooh.
And then obviously I mentioned Rosalina. I don't even. I just think Rosalina needs to be whoever deserves to be Rosalina. That's why I'm so happy about Brie Larson.
Fair enough.
I also always wanted to be the Major from Ghost in the Shell, and there was a new Ghost in the Shell series, and I was like, hopefully, because the fans and like the culture deserves it, they do go with somebody of like Japanese descent or like some kind of Asian voice actor for this role, and they did, because there has really never been like an authentically cast Major. So I thought my chances were probably very low. Not that I auditioned for that or anything, but I was just sort of like, I was like, I suspect when Mary Elizabeth McGlynn does end up stepping back, they will bring in somebody of like Asian talent, which they deserve, honestly. Like
Yeah.
that character really deserves that. So that was a dream role. I suspect it won't happen, and I'm okay. I'm very much okay with that. Those are my things. That's what I'm into.
I love, though, that you are all about authentic casting. That seems to be something that, at least in my very brief time of being in this world, is being seen more and more and more. Do you feel that hopefully it'll continue that way? Because things are shifting again. And like being LGBTQ, as we discussed once, is not necessarily a great thing in this industry anymore.
Oh, what is the experience that you're having with that? I'm curious.
So I'm on QueerVox, and
Yes.
they had a huge panel discussion about how behind the scenes things are shifting to be more conservative again. So it can, and they wanted to help people navigate being queer in a more conservative industry yet again. And I mean, obviously, I'm not a big stakes player at this point, but they're warning us that this could be a problem in the future, and I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen any of that so
Yeah,
far.
that's a good, thank you for, I wanted to say, like, I want to know where the perspective you're coming from so that I can answer the question, like, accurately and honestly and all that jazz. So, I personally have found that my, like, gender identity and my sexual orientation has only been like it's been I don't want to say beneficial, but like I've been happy to put myself out there in different ways, because regardless of what the reception is, that way it paves the way for people who also feel like they have that same life experience, or that there helps them realize that there is that like level of diversity in this sphere. There have been a large number of top-down initiatives from companies under pressure of the government that have been shifting the focus away from like POC stories and LGBTQ stories towards different, like I guess heteronormative, white cisgender kind of things. So I have noticed that the stories that maybe once were greenlit that were more POC or LGBTQ oriented, a lot of that has been canceled. A lot of entire departments at major studios have been wiped out. Like they've been canceled, they've been all let go. That is a fact. Like that is happening as we speak, or has happened over the while. I haven't felt as much trickle down as an actor yet. I would not be surprised if in 2 years from now it started to hit where those opportunities that were looking for people with diversity started to piddle out from the top opportunities. But I don't think it will ever peter out from the double A and the indie sphere ever. And if I may be so blunt, and the big studios see this, obviously, with the success of films such as The Backrooms and Obsession
Yes.
and Iron Lung, and then from cartoons such as The Amazing Digital, anything Glitch is doing, right? Like anything, all that stuff. And then from the indie games, for the last 5 years, indie games have been really players or dominant in a lot of these awards that are intended for AAA titles. There's been indie contenders in like every category, and sometimes taking over or sweeping, or not just indie, but like double A as well. And so I think that they can do that from the top down, but I have more faith in like the massive amount of indie and double A studios that are making as good of quality, if not like more cutting edge, more experimental storytelling to be able to uplift underrepresented voices. And we're gonna plug, yay! I work with a company called Lazo Arts Entertainment out of Dallas. I'm their head of education there. That's like my official title, but I also direct a lot of the projects that come through Lazo Arts Studios. And their mission is to uplift underrepresented voices, and they're not alone. We had a lot of meetings very recently with a lot of these big companies that had formerly ixnayed their departments, and now they're like, oh. So I don't know. I do think there will be a blip. I do think there will be a dip where those opportunities look less visible. But I also don't think that we should respond by hiding ourselves.
No.
Like, I don't think we should respond by going, uh-oh, like, what if they don't consider me? If they don't, you don't want to work with them. Like, those are not people you want to work. Oh, they're going to be a bigot. They're going to be a racist. Then don't work with them. Like, that's okay. There will be other opportunities. And then you have something like Witch Hat Atelier that came out starting in April, and it just wrapped up about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And Witch Hat Atelier is a very both queer coded but also openly queer story, and very diverse story, and very ableism, like highlighting ableist societies and the like diversity of people with different abilities and how they struggle in a society that is ableist. And like all of these messages are in this property that is like sensational, and people can't get enough of this. And the cast is predominantly, if not almost entirely, queer in some way, shape, or form. And like both of the leads are non-binary. I don't know Anjali's orientation, but I know like Josh is an openly gay person, and so it's like very, it's I'm a gender fluid pansexual, and I play the main villain, and it's very I don't know. There's just so many. There's so much. There's. I don't think we're going away. And it's. There are people out there that are going to be willing to advocate and to fight for people like us to get those kinds of opportunities as well.
And that's part of the reason why I wanted to start doing these interviews, because I feel like the indie space is going to need to lead that charge. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be in a AAA title. I would love to be in a big name anime, but indie is my home for a reason. They can tell the stories that other places can't because they're not beholden to shareholders.
Yes, that's 100% true. And then what's great is that they can start by telling those stories, and they can tell them how they're intended to be told. And then if they get popular enough, they can then get picked up by mainstream media. But by then it's too late. The story is out there. The audience has been connected and moved, and will shift their souls according to the messages. So I love the indie sphere. I started in it, obviously. Well, not obviously, because not every actor does start in indies. Like a lot modern actors do, but if you go back even just like 15 years ago plus, there weren't as many like inroads through this. The indie world didn't exist in this capacity 20 years ago, so it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started in the indies though, and I still do them. I will never ever stop doing indie productions ever.
As a matter of fact, I saw that Garten of Banban 5 is in your upcoming IMDb. So, what can you talk about that at all?
Yeah, let me talk about that. So, Ban fans, which I love you by the way. So if you guys are out there and you're my Ban fans, like, I love being your comfort character. I love being this. I want to come back. Who knows? However, the fans tend to go onto IMDb and they'll like, I've been in every game that like is gonna be announced, and then when the game actually releases, they make sure the developers make sure to like remove, but they don't remove people. Like this is how the fans they try to fish for information. They'll put everybody in the IMDb, and then if the actors or the developers remove us prior to the release, then the fans know we're not in the game.
Oh, that's so stinky.
It's to try to see if they can suss out what characters are going to be in the production. I've literally never seen this before in any other production. But the Ban fans are very passionate and they are very young. So they don't work according to the current structure. I love Gen Alpha. I don't care what anybody says about like this or whatever. Like the way that Gen Alpha thinks is brilliant, and they are going to change. They're going to change the world. They're not going to tolerate this. All of the stuff that millennials and Gen Z are tolerating right now, Gen Alpha will not tolerate. They will. They're going to. We shouldn't be tolerating a lot of stuff, but Gen Alpha won't tolerate it. And so I have a lot of hope for the future, and they do things that I'm like, you're so smart. I'm like, I love this. So I can't. There is no news about that.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I told you I was strolling through your website and your IMDb's to look up questions, and I'm like, I did want to play Garden of Banban, and I see that 5 is listed on there. I did not know they did that. That is so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if you ever did want to play Banban, I'd love to do a play along. I did one with Think Noodles before, and it was really fun. They have like a multiplayer Roblox version of it, which is like identical to the real. It's official. It's run by the same developers, but it's also identical to the main game. I also want to let you know that the game was designed for like kindergartners. Like it was meant to be the Five Nights at Freddy's, but for a younger audience. I'm happy that some older people have really connected with it, but I have found that like if you're under the age of 12, it's like being a weird celebrity. Like you all know who I am. I'm like, one day you will grow up and you will come to conventions and I will see you.
And just to remind everyone, if you want to see Erin at a convention, please go to your conventions and ask. That's how guests get invited. And you want to meet Erin. Erin is amazing. I'm jealous of Dre. I'm jealous of Dre. You got to meet Dre.
Yeah, I did. And we talked about you. We talked a lot of crap about you. No, I'm just kidding. No, Dre said that they loved you and that that you had said nice things about me, and I was like, oh, it's crazy because like I can't say nothing but nice things about Patty. So we had that conversation. That was cool. It's hard for us to meet each other, like actors in this sphere that is very remote and online. Even actors that aren't remote and online, like working in Dallas with Crunchyroll, you don't know who your castmates are going to be until like the thing comes out most of the time, unless you peek at the cast list that they sometimes will like pop up for a second. You're like, oh, I saw a name. I know this person. But you don't get to meet them.
Right.
They don't really do like launch parties or wrap parties or things like that. So it's special when you do get to meet like we all get to meet each other. It's cool.
And they don't really do group things, because I know you see, like, behind the scenes at Disney, and you get to see everybody in the room acting together, and that's just not how it works most of the time.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer.
COVID shifted that whole thing, where even Disney for a while stopped having their group sessions. It's back now, I think, to the benefit of projects. But um, yeah, it's sad. It gets lonely sometimes.
So, I have to bring up Knights of Guinevere because I'm a big Glitch fan. So, what was that like? That must have been a wild experience. So this character, while being just what appears to be in the the promo,
The pilot, yeah.
pilot, thank you, is seems like a small part, but she seems like she's a linchpin.
Right. Oh, cool. I'm glad yeah. So, yeah, so do you want me to start with the character or
Yeah.
the what's it like? Okay, cool. So yeah, Olivia is the current heir. I'm trying to think of like what am I allowed to say? Um,
Yeah.
from what we saw, Olivia is seemingly possibly running operations to some degree on Park Planet, which is where Guinevere was created and was designed to be that kind of representative, and who we saw in the pilot like flee flees away, and we saw young Olivia torturing her, so we know that there's obviously a history of this like abusive cat and mouse game that they're playing. And I think that we're going to explore a lot of, and this is not coming from like, let me tell you something. I don't
No.
read the scripts when they send them to me. Like when they send me the scripts, I like to be surprised
Yeah.
when like the shows come out. So I find what my character would either know or like be in, and I will like read that. But there's a lot about this show that is a complete mystery to me. So what I'm about to say does not come from any like knowledge that I have. It
Right.
comes instead from my theory based off of the pilot. That's what I got to clarify. So I think that we've already seen so much trauma in Gwen, and this whole like idea of these knights that are protecting her, that we're going to dive really deep into Gwen's trauma. So I suspect Olivia is going to be extremely central to the plot because she is at least the main, in my opinion, like from again what we know, the main cause of Gwen's trauma. And how much we're going to find out about her individually, I don't know yet. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I do think I love playing characters that are like pulling all the strings behind the scenes. And that definitely gave me that feeling of there were people awaiting her orders. She ordered this giant robot to attack Gwen. So clearly she is someone that is like pulling the strings in some way, shape, or form, while attached to literal strings and tubes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of that storytelling because now that Digital Circus is done, that will
Yes.
give the team time to work on. God, how many projects do they have? They had Murder Drones.
Yeah,
There was that
they had-
art. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say before that they had I think two other meta runner, right?
I think so.
And then Murder Drones. There was another one. There was another one that they did.
Arcade something.
Yeah. And then we got Digital Circus, Gaslight District, Knights of Guinevere, Gameaverse.
That's it. Game of Verse is what I was trying to think
Gameaverse,
of.
yeah. That's Rubber Ross's show that just got announced.
That's a lot. That's a lot of balls to have in the air. So
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool to see indie animation take off in this way and show that you don't have to operate at all the way that the animation industry has operated for the last ever. Um, what I mean by that is this is the first project and probably only project I'll ever be on in my life in which I'm in the same room as the animators. Like I have met the majority of the animators for and character designers for the show. We're all in a Discord together, and there's even places to be like, this is what I'm working on, and you can just peek and be like, oh my god, this is so cool. And like that's that literally does not happen anywhere else. It would be crazy to think that that happens. It also increases the risk of leaks, which is probably why like big companies don't do it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, everyone within Glitch has been so respectful that like no one dares. No one would dare.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're treated well. They're treated very well. So
Yeah, that's more of a smaller industry thing because I know for me I'm really lucky to be in some really cool projects and watching everything come together. As an actor, it's inspiring because you're watching these people put their heart and souls into these projects, and you want to be make sure you do your job just as well.
yeah,
It's really cool. I
yeah.
surprised Glitch does that though.
No, I was too. I was like, this is crazy because we went to the a red carpet premiere, and it was really for the animators, and I knew that because when we were there, the actors were there, and of course the creators were there, but like the room was full of the animation team, and they were digitally like dialed in to like two other studios that worked on the animation,
Hmm.
one in Australia, and I can't remember where the other one was located. But everyone was there, and we watched the pilot on the big screen all together, and then we all had this moment, and I was like, this is for the animators. I was like, and what else was crazy was that you could tell which teams worked on which scenes because as the scenes would come up, they would start quoting the movie. They would start quoting the episode because they had to hear it 100, more than 100,
Oh
probably like thousands of
no.
times as they're drawing the what the actions are. I was like, oh my God, it's crazy. So it was special. It was a special thing. Yeah.
It's a shame there aren't more events like that. Like I know in the
Yeah.
UK they do it a lot. It seems like it's a different animal. And so being in a hub the way you are, do you find that making the connections with other people to still be difficult then? Because even though you're in the same area logistically, you don't really necessarily get the same contact.
That's true. I think it is easier because I spent the first 7 years of my career as a remote voice actor. Uh, well, hmm. I spent 5 of those 7 years as a remote voice actor. The first 2 years doing commercial was all in person in studio in San Antonio. And so I was like, technically I didn't dive into more remote stuff until like a little bit later. But when I was doing remote stuff, it was just not gonna. Like, I didn't even think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also hung out in Discords and on Twitter and like um, talking to people digitally. And I just never really cared to meet in person. I'm very introverted and I lose all of my spoons when I'm in a public place. So they are just harder to be
Really?
found. Yeah. And so I was always like, this is nice. I don't have to actually meet people, but I get to be with people. And now that I am here, it is a lot easier to meet people. There are groups and there are servers for people who are based locally, and then they do watch parties and hangouts and like we're gonna go watch Severance. You want to watch Severance? And I was like, I don't want to do group events, but cool. I've done a few. I did like karaoke every now and then, and there somebody would just be like, I'm having a real chill hangout. If you just want to come, it should be like 5 people. I was like, I can handle this. But I have met a ton of the Dallas talent
Hmm.
just by like going to hang out with people when I feel like I have the space to do so. It is my preference. COVID was not a problem for me. The world's shut down and I have to be inside and I can't do anything and go anywhere and everything has to be delivered to my door. This is the dream. This is the dream. I was so happy. I didn't have, everybody had to work like me.
I have to admit, I'm very surprised to find out that you are an introvert because working with you, you're always such a light and you're always so vivacious and energetic. So it is wild to me to hear that you're an introvert. But on the other hand, you're dealing with one person, not 20.
Yep, that's it. I love the one-on-one. This is great. I also realized that I've already forgotten like 4 times that we're on a stream. This just feels like a conversation between the two of us. So this is very easy and comfortable. Um, the other day I did a witch hat cat with a Adam Corky on like Corky's cosplays channel, and he was doing this witch hat series, and he had the first like biggest kind of collaboration with as many cast members as he could from Witch Hat. And you just kind of see me smiling the whole time. One, because I was having a genuine time, but the other one was like, I didn't know what to do with my face. I didn't know what to do with my hands. Like, I was stimming a lot, and then I would catch myself stimming. And I was like, oh, you're stimming. Stop moving. Everyone can see you do this the whole time that you're on camera. I was like, stay still. And then because to stay still, I then started playing with my headphone wire. And then I'd be doing this. And then I realized, I was like, oh my God, I look crazy. And then because I would see myself on camera, and I'm like, stop looking crazy. Because in groups, I just don't know what to do with like my body or my mouth.
Steph,
I make mouth words.
Steph and I need to print you off one of these squishy D20s on our 3D printer, so you can sit there and just with your hand down here, just go squish, 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 squish.
Oh, sure. I'm super down. I definitely, because otherwise I'm just ripping the skin off of my fingers. That's what I'm doing right now.
No. Okay, I do have like millions more questions to ask you, but we are getting ready to dive into Lethal Company and save your hands a little bit. But if anybody has any questions for Erin, go ahead and put them into chat, and then Steph can relay them. I'm gonna get us all set up for
yeah.
the room.
I'll start launching too.
Yeah.
Also, is there any of the, you said you had millions more questions. Was there any one while we're getting set up that you're like, yeah.
Gosh. So, I guess, all right, so, this is a fun one. So I remember us talking about this. Tell me about your natural accent.
Son of a... Am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah,
stream?
yeah. Dude,
okay.
I curse like a sailor. Please help yourself. This is an 18 plus channel for a reason.
At this point, I've been trying to let the cat out of the bag more, mostly so that I can actually like relax and start talking more like my natural self. But this is not my natural voice. This is what I call my walking around voice, because this isn't what I really sound like in my head. But it is the way I learned the general American accent. This is the pitch and mouth placement that I learned when I was trying to remove my native accent, which is an extremely thick, like New Jersey, Long Island bastardization.
Oh,
like
no.
That's because I grew up in Jersey, but my whole family was from Long Island, and we went to New York every weekend to see my family. So I grew up in both places, even though my home was in New Jersey, and everyone has an accent. And everyone's like, I don't have an accent. But anyway, so when I actually relax, there we go, now I'm actually relaxed. When I actually relax, this is where my voice sits. So instead of the front of the mouth, it's actually like back of the mouth. This isn't even my chest voice. That's why I can go so low, is because this is just where my voice sits. And then obviously is a lot thicker than I say coffee, I say Laka, I say Long Island, that's I've said the words, I've done it. I don't say Jersey, none of us do. It's New Jersey. Jersey. That's how you say it. Like, I don't know who came up with Jersey, but like, that's not a thing. But I tolerate it, and I have tolerated it my whole life. But I love my natural accent. I've been able to let it out around my partner all the time. He thinks it's adorable. And I appreciate that he thinks it's adorable, because I had partners in the past who thought it was hideous. And that was one of the factors for me eliminating the accent. But not the whole main factor.
Oh, we do have... Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll also say that the eliminating the accent, I had something to say. Oh, when I get sick and like there's stress in my throat, or on the very rare occasion that I'll like have some form of vocal damage, I have to talk in my natural pitch. So even if I don't have the accent, then I have to, if I stay in this pitch and then I just talk general American, I sound a lot more like a vampire. And it's very scary. But I book this voice a lot, because technically this is what my voice actually sounds like in the general American accent, in my natural placement. But it's also hard to be heard over a crowd, because it's just like smooth and lower. So this is where I pitch up to, and this is my customer service voice,
Yeah.
which I now call my walking around voice. Yeah, it's fun. But thank you for asking about that. I'm trying to expose that I'm a liar all the time, so that I can just talk in my normal, which is over here. So, all right.
I'm getting
So how are
loaded.
we? Are you starting lobby, or do you want me to run the lobby?
You know what? Let's let me back out of this. Let's let you run the lobby so that way, less taxing on my computer.
Oh shit! I started the. Hold on. I have to quit.
I know I did the
I
same
started
thing.
loading an old file. It's probably not going to work with the new mod pack. So to anyone who's watching or who's joining us now, we're going to be playing Lethal Company, but we're going to be playing a modded version called More Company, because there's so much more. There are a ton of mods. I'll tell you how many in a second. I got to quit. Hold on. There we go. Lethal Company is my comfort game, because I do enjoy one-on-one or small group things with people that I trust. And this is a game that my partner Nicholas Markgraf introduced me to, because this has been like his only game he's played for the last several years. And he's been trying to get me to play it, and I was like, it looks dumb. And then he ended up building me a computer to be able to play it, and I felt so bad. Because he gave me the whole computer that I was like, okay. So I started playing it, and like instantly I became addicted. So whenever people tell me all the time, because it is true that I work too much and I do too much and I'm always doing too much stuff. I started scheduling Lethal Company time for myself. And so this is the game that I use to unwind, because I just find it just the right amount of fun, just the right amount of scary, just the right amount, because to me, it's not scary. To me, it's just silly. And you get to play with friends, and you're all doomed anyway, and it's a good metaphor for life. So we are playing with 134 mods for the people who are familiar with Lethal Company.
That is why it took 20 minutes for it to load.
That's why I was like, I'm going to send you the code so that we can get started. I'm loading lobby. I'm going to send you an invite through Steam.
Okay. And
should I share screen in Discord as well?
Let me go ahead and switch to our gameplay. And then you can do that. Yeah. Okay. And we will want to get Steph invited as well.
Oh, and then I need to be my friend as well. Or they need to be your friend. They can, because I'm going to invite you.
And then, okay.
Right now. And then Steph on the friends list can... Great asset to the company. There you go. I just invited you. Then Steph will be able to find you on their friends list, and it would be like, join game. And the only way to join game is if we're like floating in space. So, okay. Wait, should I be sharing my screen or no? I don't know.
I will be sharing my screen in just a moment.
Perfect.
Hang on, I'm getting everything.
I
want to get loaded in before I switch to that.
Why am I like not... Hang on, I feel... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Ooh,
changed.
I can hear you.
Yes, hello.
All right.
We'll probably want to turn off, because we're talking in Discord. If you hit escape, there's like a setting where you can lower the voice volume. So if we want to just talk in Discord, we can lower the in-game voice volume all the way down so it doesn't double up our audio.
I've got it disabled completely.
Yeah.
There.
Welcome to the ship. The ship has a few mods. It's bigger, so it's got a little storage room over here. And then there's a whole upstairs. There's the second level to the ship. This is Nicholas's mod pack, by the way. Like, we have two friends who make competing mod packs. I don't know where all the costumes are. There's usually costumes.
Are they upstairs? All right, let me share my screen. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Game capture. And then properties.
I was hoping to, like, eat and play and people wouldn't see me. But people are going to see me. I'm going to eat whatever Nicholas has brought to me.
I can turn that off because we're going to add Steph anyway, so.
Oh, it's fine. I don't care. They can see me eat. I eat. It's now a mukbang.
How dare. How dare you
Mukbang
eat.
stream. Oh no. I gotta go to the studio after this, so I gotta make sure I eat first or my stomach growls a lot.
Okay, let me invite friend. There you are. You should have gotten an invite, Steph.
I was already joining you.
Oh, okay. I see how you are. All right, so there's stuff upstairs. I don't know what any of this is.
Oh, someone pull lever?
Nope.
No. I'm like, what the heck? Hold on.
Okay, we are there. We're good there. And we did get a question. So do you have a preference for a type of work that you do, video games, anime, or animation?
That is a great question. Video games will always be my baby, I think. Um, I Video games were the most important storytelling medium to me growing up. I even wrote, like, my college entrance essay was about the revolutionary effect of interactive gameplay and on storytelling. Like, that's how important game. I have a game tattoo. Like, I love it. And so while I appreciate and love all of the mediums because there's different ways for me to play, I will if everything had to die, it was one of those situations where like you can only choose one forever. It's like a no-brainer. I'd be like, video games, done. I love it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yay, welcome, Steph. How are you? Oh, they're not in the call. How are we gonna hear?
I need to grab her, and I'm gonna add her
Yeah.
to the call. Hang on 2 seconds.
And then once that's done, I'll start us off here. Have you guys played before?
Yes, it's just been
Okay,
like
okay.
a year.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. To the audience, once I'm done chewing my fries. To the audience, the whole thing about Lethal Company is that you work for Space Amazon, and they demand you bring them scrap from dangerous planets. So you travel in their company-owned ship from planet to planet, and you gather garbage and you bring it back to the ship. And you have a quota every 3 days that you have to meet, or else, I'm not going to say or else what, because they're going to see it if it happens. You know. So, you have 3 days to work together as a team to bring back scrap and launch the ship. The planets will get increasingly more dangerous the longer we're on it. So there's a little element of greed. Like, do we have enough? We have enough. Ah, I saw more scrap. I want to go back in and get it. Or we have enough. Let's just get out of here before we die. And as long as one person survives, then everybody respawns and you can keep playing. But if everybody dies, you lose all of the scrap you've gathered. And so you need to have a certain number. Right now, we need to have 100. It's level 1, so
Yeah.
$130 of scrap that we have to collect over the next 3 days. There's a lot of mods on here. So one thing you'll notice is that when we do launch, there will be a box that pops up in the corner that is not in vanilla lethal, and it's going to tell you what mods, the RNG random mods, are active. And it gives you
no.
cryptic, scary clues. They don't tell you it's like, it's this mod. It's just like smiles in every corner. Or like, Merry Christmas. And you're like, what is this?
Oh my god, this is gonna be so chaotic. Okay,
It's chaos.
I cannot add Steph to the call while we are doing video.
Well, can we have if we turn stuff up in game, then we can still hear them when they're in proximity, right?
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I still have you on, Steph. You're not muted for me.
She's
But I can't see
she's
you.
fixing her push to talk.
Okay, dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I think
Confirm?
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. It's delayed, but it works. It's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to launch us? Because I think the host has to launch.
Okay. Yes.
All right, here we go.
It has been a minute. I hope you enjoy getting shot, look down, and why are they gone? Uh-oh.
Difficulty easy. This will be. It says so. It says easy.
I can see that this is gonna be lovely. Give me 2 seconds, and I will step out.
Right.
There we go.
This way to the main. I will walk. Cool.
Oh, okay. Which?
Oh, did you lose us? Hang on. I'll turn around.
Oh.
I'm gonna start jumping. You see me? You see me?
I do not.
Okay, are you still at ship?
Yeah, I am headed up some stairs. What the?
No.
There's a trap that just bit my foot.
Open that. We don't like those.
Why are they traps?
Are you on a plateau?
Oh, I know where the door is from here. I remember this space. Why are there traps?
I'll meet you inside.
It bit my foot. I have damage. That sucks.
That does suck. What were some of your other questions if the chat doesn't have questions?
Some of my other questions. So it's funny you were talking about carving out time for yourself because I know how busy you are. At least I have a tiny inkling. And yeah. I was going to say, how do you balance it all?
Not well. I often let either myself, my family, my students, or clients down. I try not to, but I'm a classic overcommitter, and I am working on that very hard. That's been the challenge of the year, has been to stop overcommitting to things. And so that's, I don't know. I also, that's the pity me answer. The real answer is that I use schedules. Everything in my life is scheduled out. So if it, how is it? Everything in my life is scheduled out, including meals, including breaks, including. Yeah, get that sweet scrap.
I'm stealing that idea though. It helps.
There's a landmine around here. Yeah, it does help, and I just sort of surrendered to the schedule, where it also really helps when everything is tied together. So like my student scheduling program automatically puts things in Google Calendar, and the calendar blocks out times, so that's why my students can't schedule certain times. So I've solved that problem. My biggest problem comes from sometimes I'll fill up my whole day with like, I'm going to teach this and do this. And then all of a sudden it's like, can you come in tomorrow to record this thing? And I was like booked out 2 weeks, and I went, awesome. Now I have to call students and they're going to be disappointed, and I have to shift them another week. And that sucks. I don't like doing that at all.
But work, and I feel like a lot of us get it. In the beginning, you know, it's like you don't understand when your coach is a actual working actor. You know, they get called really quick. And now that I'm doing this and I get 24-hour turnaround time sometimes, it's like, and that's why I asked, how do you balance it all?
Yeah, so I do try to preemptively go, okay, for whatever reasons for me, Mondays and Wednesdays, I get tagged for a lot of recording. Not sure why. I just noticed a pattern. And so I block usually 2 to 3 hours for nothing on Mondays and Wednesdays, and inevitably I get called in for something. It also allows that if, oh my god, I found a ton of scrap in here, guys. Hang on, I'm gonna drop some keys because I've got an Evie doll.
I'm lost.
Okay, I'm gonna start going back to ship with this if I can find my way back. I also get lost very easily. I have no sense of direction. Usually Nicholas saves me.
Steph! You were
He
here
did
a
not
second
want
ago.
to play with us. He was like, I'm not ready to do interviews. I'm bad at questions. He is not the best at questions, but I think he's amazing, so he should do interviews. We were talking about scheduling. Yeah,
Yes.
So if you leave space, if you're like, I'm going to leave 2 hours every day for me time, if something does come up and you need to shift something else, you also have the free space. So then you can go, hey, I can't make our 10 a.m. thing, but I have a spot at 1 p.m. if you're available. And then that is usually a better pill to swallow than like, can I move you a week out?
Right. Ooh, I'm taking your stuff and heading to the ship.
Oh, yeah, do that. I can't find my way back. I'm running in circles.
Right? Oh, stamina. That's a thing in here.
Yeah. We don't play that infinite stamina nonsense.
No, that's fair.
Yep. I'm getting nervous because there will be stuff soon that's going to populate if I don't get back to ship.
Yeah, we're at 3 p.m.
I hear creepy sounds as well. Like stuff is starting to populate. I hear it.
Okay.
I'm also not good at scary games, meaning like some of my favorite games are scary games because I am so terrified of them. Like they are extremely effective on me. And so I appreciate. I'm about to take this teleporter just so that I can like go somewhere new. I feel like I'm running in circles. Oh, I might be headed back. Oh.
I'm trying to figure out where you
Hello?
are. You're headed towards the end of a corridor.
Oh, are you in the ship?
Yeah.
Can you? There should be a line coming from my little
Yes.
thing. It should be leading me out. Can you tell me which way to go?
Turn right. You're on the right.
Other right? Oh, okay. So I have to go back downstairs.
Go back downstairs, yes.
Okay.
Yep. Go to the end of the hall, turn right. Turn right again. There you go. Go straight.
Yep, yep.
Oh my God! Thank you for saving me, Patty.
No problem. All right, and then go
Up
straight
is
ahead.
it.
That's your door.
This is it. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm full on scrap.
And let me go find my other questions.
Yeah. This is fun.
Thank you for doing this.
No, we should just play this too, though. But also, this is really cool. We could do this. I'm so greedy. I'm like, let's do this the time, and then I'll interview you sometimes. You'll interview me. It'll be great.
So,
I just love playing Lethal Company. This is so common.
not for me. I'm a scaredy cat. Ooh, okay. Now, where do we tell how much we got?
Just collect Pokemon.
I don't know, but I need it. It's mine now. This is my emergency EV.
We can either head out, or there are a couple. I didn't see any more scrap, but I saw a lot of keys. Oh wait, let me go grab the appy. I'll be right back. If I die, avenge my death.
There wasn't the king from Zelda.
I think I can make it.
And it talks.
It talks.
What is that? Oh, okay.
Hi, Nick.
We're gonna play with everything.
You want to say? Oh, you're going. Oh, there's a ceiling. If you guys do come back in, there's a little ceiling camper. So watch your head.
Okay.
Hi, Nick. You want to say hi? I think I have blur on. I'm gonna pull Appy though, so we're gonna head out. Oh, I can't pull Appy. Son of a gun. It's not. I think if you lean in, there you go. Yeah. Hi. You're live on Twitch. So everybody, this is voice actor Nicholas Markgraf. He is also my boyfriend.
I don't have makeup on.
I know. I'm sorry. But we are. He
Hi, Nick.
just wrapped up a season of a show in which he was the lead character Yukia on a show called I Want to End This Love Game and Crunchyroll. And if you're into romance, it's so good.
I got kitty litter.
He got kitty litter for our kitty.
And for me as well.
Oh yeah, he makes messes.
You need
I
to
don't
get
know
him
why I put
housebroken. Come on.
I guess we can just leave because friggin' don't pull lever yet. I'm just gonna come back. Appy's not letting me pull it. Son of a gun. I wanted to get out. Oh, a key.
Yeah, some of the mods can be costly.
All right, I'm headed back to ship because it's already 9 p.m. So yeah, Nicholas is a pretty regular actor in both games. There you go, games piece. Pretty regular actor in games and anime, and we support each other. That's another way of like, how do I balance it all? I didn't say this, but I have to give a lot of credit to Nick. Are you guys cool if I launch it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I have to give a lot of credit to Nick because I am like a constant, like, I gotta work, let's keep going, let's keep doing this, blah, 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 blah. And then Nick's like, or you could not do that and just lay down for a second. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't done that in 2 weeks.
It's always okay.
Yeah, Letty, it said, is your cavern? I don't know if that's niche.
Oh, sorry, what? My game loaded and it cut you out. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead and read it again, Steph.
Okay, sorry. I said, Letty was asking, is this the Erin that voices Leale in Splintered Caravan?
That's me! Yeah! Lyal is my very first character I ever played in the entire world. Like, in voice acting. That's, yeah, the very first project I was ever a part of was an audio drama called Splintered Caravan, written by Chris Garrett. And we did 1 season. It was stellar. We did actually record everybody live in the room. We had 4 microphones set up. We were all in different corners and we recorded together. It was a magical experience. And then COVID happened, and then life happened, and now it's been about, I guess, 6 years or 7 years. But I believe we're teasing that there's gonna be a Splintered Caravan season 2. Chris is trying to talk to all of us to get us all back. That's where I met Amanda Hufford, who plays Ragatha in the Amazing Digital Circus. We used to carpool to Splintered Caravan 7 years ago. And we're all down to come back to this story. Amanda's handle, just the Clippy. Clippy is Amanda's character in Splintered Caravan. And Lyal, aka Tin Can, is my character. My handle used to be Tin Can on everything. But it turns out that's kind of like a popular handle. So it was not very unique. So I changed it. We're in a new planet now.
I see one that's gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry. There is an arachnophobia mode. If you actually have, like, for real arachnophobia, you can
I grew up
turn
in
on
Florida. I have horror stories for days.
Peasant mode.
Yes, peasant mode. Activate the peasant mode. Get right away.
Did I just get called a peasant? Thanks, Nick.
Nick, can you actually sub in for a second so I can hit the restroom real quick?
Yeah.
I don't actually know where I'm going. You probably do. I'm on determination.
I know where that is.
I don't.
Sorry, chat BRB.
Hello, my name is Erin Nicole Lundquist.
Hi, Nick. I don't know where we're at.
Where's
Steph
the
is.
ship at? Oh!
You have Steph.
Oh God.
I don't think I've been here before, so I don't know where I'm at.
We got a mimic though.
What's up?
Okay, there's the ship. You have a mimic.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Where's the ship at? Okay. So there's the ship. We go this way.
Okay.
If we just avoid the mimic, we'll be fine. Oh.
And thank you, Letty, for joining our Discord.
That is
We got a Discord
awesome.
friend?
Yeah, I started a Discord because one of the things I want to do eventually is make like a little actor hub so people can come in and practice.
Practice leap.
I literally thought when I went.
Well, no, not lethal, but like
I
do
was like,
reads and things. Like if you've got a read you want to work on.
Okay, here you go. Oh, yeah. Well, Discord's fun. Oh, you're eating. Yes, yes. I don't think I've seen this interior before.
I'm gonna die. This is okay. Is that a door? That is not a door. It goes nowhere.
It's not a door.
But
This
that
door
is
goes
it.
nowhere.
Oh, I have to duck? I don't like this. I'm gonna. This is.
It's fun.
I have anxiety, and yes, this is gonna. Oh, I see a room full of stuff. I found stuff.
I love
there...
rage baiting my friends on this game.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Are you the gremlin of the
I
group?
am the gremlin.
Oh no.
Okay, so you can't open those doors. Oh, we get to crawl some more.
I hear...
That's a little crappy. The way these ones were cut,
Mm-hmm.
there's a tiny little white line
Oh no.
on the edge. I think it'll be fine, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a little annoying.
Can I take this?
I hear
I don't-
voices.
I don't know where I am, and I hear water.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I can throw things away in the... Oh, hey, I got stuff from a garbage bin?
Yo, we love garbage bins.
And then there should be a package outside.
I got the crayons.
I see something spinning in the corner, and I don't know what it is.
At my house.
Am I
What does it
going
look like?
It's got flames like meteors.
Oh, pick it up. That's a dice.
Yeah!
I don't know where you guys are. Hello, friend.
That's Steph.
Hello, friend.
Okay, my hands are full. I gotta head out.
I don't know where you are. I'd like to find you.
I'm hearing beep 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 like I'm in trouble. And scary music.
Usually beeps and boops and scary things happen.
Mm-hmm. I've only been in this interior once, I think.
I've never been in this interior before. It's kind of crazy.
We did it with, Dean.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go find the exit.
It was William Poole, Dean, and me.
I think I'm near the exit.
I should be in camera now. I'm done eating. I'll switch with you in a second, but...
Not anymore. It's my show now.
Okay. I invited you on! But I said we're doing interviews while playing Lethal. It's
Interviews. Being asked questions is scary.
What did I say? Did I not say that I invited Nicholas and he said being... I said this. I quoted you.
I promise I don't bite, and I can run questions past you ahead of time.
That's a Pumbaa.
Is this
Why
our
did
ship?
you do that?
I thought it was a button.
It's a Pumbaa.
That was not a Boomba! A Boomba sounds like a vacuum. That had no noise.
It was because it was stuck on the
It doesn't get stuck on the...
it's stuck on the web.
I have a big thing. I don't know what this is.
I have returned. Like Erin is here again, and also Erin is dead. So don't wait for me.
Oh, okay.
You're not dead.
Nicholas thought that a mine was a button.
Whoops! Alright, so
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is go.
But well, it looks like I think Steph got back to ship. So
Yeah, she's right here.
we have a- no, perfect. Oh, if you're both on ship, then heck yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Steph, you did a good job, dude. You collected so much stuff.
Says ship in motion. She got pickles.
What?
I got pickles.
You got pickles. What's your next question?
A handful of pickles.
I love
Grade
questions.
C.
We're doing good, though.
I have a hammer.
Yeah.
Apparently Dre
is breakfast for dinner. That was
for dinner. That was yep. Greaseball.
Oh, hi, Greasebug. Aw, welcome on in.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to the craziness.
I had to send them another thank you for hooking the two of us up for classes.
That was so funny. I was about to say, like, they bought a bunch of classes to give to people. And it was you, and I forgot it was you for a second. I was like, oh, yeah, you know that. Let's do... I mean, that one wasn't bad. I guess we could do Val. Let's go back to experimentation, only because...
How do we
The
tell
other
how much
ones look-
stuff we have?
Oh, I'll show you. So, up here at the top...
Oh, okay.
Oh, it doesn't have...
With the right
It normally tells you the
Yeah.
quantity. It usually tallies it up. We have over 500 something stuff though. Like,
If anybody needs a hammer, you can beat bugs up with it.
Um, my scanner is saying 394.
cool.
But the scanner isn't always accurate.
Isn't always accurate.
Steph, thanks for playing with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh my god. Haircut time. There's a barber. There's gonna be a barber.
Uh-oh.
I was on backup. I was like, I'm here in case you need an extra.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier because the fewer people you have in lethal company, the more likely you are to lose.
Okay, there's no cool suits, though.
Yes.
It's weird. They're supposed to be. I also don't understand why the display on the ship isn't showing our accumulated scrap, which it's supposed to do.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He's in here.
I'm in here?
Barber's at main. I'm getting out. I hear him. I'm going in E-exit.
There's another doorway to get in. I see you. I'm right behind you.
Terrifying.
So what is the barber?
The barber is like this. He teleports, and he has giant scissors, and he cuts you in half.
Oh.
And like it's hard to see him until he's like right up on you. It's scary.
Follow the shout.
Don't
But
go.
there's a sound. It sounds like he's close. Shit. You hear it? That's the barber sound.
So
I'm running
he's
for it. I'm doing
in...
it.
Okay.
Shit. No, I have to. Oh my god, I'm so scared. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Ah.
Where's
It's
another
possible-
entrance?
Yeah, it's possible that E-exit and main are close together, and that's why we're hearing him. I'm gonna try main again.
Okay. Steph's already in there, I think.
Are you alive, Steph?
It is
yeah.
at this point I need to warn everyone I am a screamer. If I get jump scared,
Oh,
I
thank you
apologize.
for the warning. Alright, I'm
Thanks.
getting away from Barb.
Nope.
I'm moving on.
Here, no, take it. Protect me.
No, you need to bash people. You're the streamer. You bash them with the yield sign.
Yeah. Wah. Locked.
Okay, so while we're still here, how did you get into direct? Oh, there's another sign for you, Steffi, over here by me.
I got one too. It might be all yield signs.
But anyway, how did you get into directing?
Oh, good question. So I started out in casting. So I started out as an actor, and then a company, a video game localization company based out of China, reached out to me online and was like, hey, we were looking through Facebook of all places. They were looking on public Facebook pages for actors, and they found my voice. They're like, we think you'd be great for a couple of upcoming characters in our game. And they're like, yeah, we have over 30 characters, and we want to give you like 3 of them. And I was like, oh, and what I thought as an actor, I was like, oh, yeah, I'd love to. Also, do you need like other people? Because I have friends. Because at that point, I was like exclusively remote. I was living in, at that point, it was in San Antonio or Colorado. I don't know, one of the two. And, oh, can you lower that? Sorry, hang on a second. There you go. All right. The San Antonio, yeah. So casting. I was like, hey, I have friends, and then she went, oh, do you want to cast the game for us? And I went, yes, I do. So I worked with this company for about a year, and what I found was that none of the games that they were creating had voice directors, and you could tell. Like, everybody sounded great as their character, but nobody sounded like they were in the same game. So,
I'm full.
I started, for the games I would cast and coordinate, because you coordinate all the scheduling and all the files and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I started offering live direction, and I was doing it for free because I didn't know to ask for like a budget or anything like that. And I just was like, well, I'll fit into like casting hours. So I was getting some pay, but it was far below what I should have been making for directing. But it did give me experience with like AA, AAA level, like gotcha style games and stuff like that, and a variety of voices, and working with actors in that capacity. And so then I suddenly found myself with like a resume of games. And there was I believe it was a public, oh no, it was a referral. Ginger Sue was working with a company that was looking for a director for a bigger game. I think it was Strenova. And Ginger recommended me because I had directed her on 2 or 3 of these little gotcha game projects. And so they gave me a shot, and it went very well. And so then that company kept giving me more and more games to direct. And then my reputation started to get ahead of me with like Chinese developers. So then developers started requesting me through all different companies to
Wow.
like work on their games. So right now I'm working on about 3 or 4 projects, pretty continuously. There's one that releases very soon, so I'm very excited about it. There's one that is like released in other countries, but it's not here. There's 2 actually like that. It's not here yet, if it comes over at all, but it does have all English voice acting. So it's been a joy. I never want to stop directing. That's like the next logical move for me, is to
Okay.
make sure that I am continuously growing in that capacity and entering new spaces. So it's something I do every week. I probably direct for anywhere between 4 hours to 30 hours. It just varies.
That is very cool. It's fun how you got into it, though.
Yeah, it started in casting with the like, hey, I just wanted to get my friends work. I was like, I know a lot of voice actors. And then it ended up with the, wow, damn. Patty, you had the hall. I'm ready to go. Let's go to company. Let's get out of here, guys.
I do have a couple of questions for you guys too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had one. Ushia asked, "What is your favorite genre of media?"
Oh, it's a good question. Media meaning everything? Like, okay, I'll have a nuanced answer in a moment.
I would assume like video games and
I'm gonna take us to company so we can cash out our stuff.
yeah.
Okay, my favorite genre of literature is like philosophy and classic literature and fantasy. And then my favorite types of like movies are great dramas. Like I love going on to like the AFI, the American Film Institute top 100 lists, and like watching all of these like great films. And yeah, I think that's my favorite. And then like games, oh, what is my favorite kind of games? I really like platformers. But I also like horror games, but I never finish them because I get too scared. I like RPGs, but I don't play them anymore. I know. Turn-based strategy is my favorite genre overall. I also follow closely by platformers or like platformer puzzle style games. Yeah, right. Anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. I don't watch enough anime to have a favorite genre. That's accurate.
That requires time.
I like being referred different anime productions, but I don't they're all over the place. Like I don't think I've yeah, they're all over the place.
Some of this stuff is really expensive.
And then Dre asked if you have a rival in the most friendliest sense.
No, I don't think so. Like in acting? Or life? Like a life rival?
It said we're at 100% already.
Yeah, we are. I just we have to call forth. Hold on. Eh, I'm
Run!
gonna order. You guys want flashlights?
Yeah.
Flashlight.
No, I don't actually think of
Flashlights.
acting as a thing to have rivals in. I think that for me, um, cool. I've
Yep.
ordered us some flashlights. Cool. I'm gonna go grab some flashlights. Ugh. I don't think of acting as something to have rivals in. For me, when I started taking this seriously, I did have waypoints. I went, okay, I have to eventually be quote unquote better than Jennifer Hale and Mary Elizabeth McGlynn if I'm going to want to play the kinds of roles that I want to play. So I'll just have to keep working and studying and practicing and refining my craft until I have an equal or higher mastery or different skill set, et cetera, than Mary Elizabeth McGlynn and Jennifer Hale. And I thought that since I first started because they are my heroes. They're my idols. And I was like, I want to do what they do. I don't call them idols, but they're my heroes. They're my voice acting heroes. And I was like, if I want to do what they do, then I need to focus on my craft until I can hear my craft at the level they're doing or higher. And that's what I've been doing ever since then. So I guess like I've always had kind of a waypoint, which is those two individuals because I love everything that they do so much. Um, but yeah, other than that, I stay completely focused on my craft so that I can go up against those people and eventually book over them. To my knowledge, I don't think that has happened. Oh, I will say, I don't think Zara Fashal is gonna watch this stream, but Zara Fashal, you have bested me in like roll. Like every time I get a really big major opportunity and I'm so excited about it, I'm like, oh, I didn't get it. That's totally fine. And I was like, I love to listen to what was cast and who is it. It's Zara Fashal. I was like, dang, which is great because they're also incredible. I'm a huge fan of Young Justice. I'm a huge fan of like all of the work that Sarah does. So I'm just like, you know.
Going back to another question, you want to be part of the DC universe. You said that to me.
Yeah. My dream is to. That was so my long-term goal. Oh, are we done? Do we want anything else? Sorry, I was
I'm
not
good
paying
with the
attention.
flashlight.
Yay!
I may
Okay.
keep this as my bonking stick.
Yeah. Oh, did we hit quota?
That are lining up too.
Oh, perfect. Oh wait, so DC Universe, yes, my long-term goal was that I want to play a character in like the WB DC animated something. The Timverse with the Batman the Animated Series, Superman, Justice League, Batman Beyond, and then eventually, we ended up with a completely different universe that had Young Justice and all of the DC WB films. They're my favorite. They're my favorite animation stuffs. And I would love to be a part of it. Okay, what's the other questions? I'm ready.
You had another question, right, Steph?
So I'm gonna kind of skip to one of them. There were two others that were, I think, really quick. But this one said, what has been the projects that gave you the feeling that you were taking the next big step in your voice acting journey?
Such a good question. Yeah, because there are different ones at different stages. The first one that I knew I was taking a different step was a game called Zenith for the PSVR. So it was my first that I can think of game that I knew was intended for release on like a major console, and it ended up being a launch title for the PSVR 2. And I think it's gone now. I don't think it exists anymore because it was like a free-to-play live game. I'm not sure if it's still running or not, but I also think they changed it completely from what it was intended to be, which was the first open world RPG in VR, anime style. In any open RPG in VR, it was the first, but it was like an anime style RPG, which is really cool. and they changed it to be a bit more of like a arena fighter shooter rail gun kind of thing, and they removed a lot of the RPG content when they did that update. But that was the first time I was like, I'm gonna be in a PS VR game. That's big to me. I'm like, that's a big deal. Then I guess when I booked, there's been a lot. I guess I know when I booked my first anime, I was like, this is going to take me to a different place. And it did. And then Garten of Banban. I was like, when I booked Garten of Banban.
Oh, she froze. Is it me?
And it is, and that was a big deal. And then now, Witch Hat. Witch Hat was a different thing. Because I've been leads in anime, and I've been major supporting characters, and I've done a lot of work that I'm very proud of. But even when I got the casting email for Witch Hat, I went, oh, this is a different thing. Like, the pressure to make this the best it could be was like, oh. And it has completely changed my life. I'm going to be going to a ton of really major conventions now, and I'm so grateful for the fans for like helping me get out there. And again, if you'd like to see me near you, request me at your local convention.
Yes.
Because I want to come and meet everybody. And Nicholas will be there too.
I remember watching the video you posted about when you're in Puerto Rico and you got the audition, I believe. Yeah.
I was in the middle of the rain. I was literally, so Nicholas and I went on a hike. We found out that Puerto Rico is the only American rainforest is located in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also, I found out while I was there, that's where they filmed Black Panther. So like Wakanda is just Puerto Rico. Like fun facts. We took this hike. It was a 2.5-mile hike in the middle of the rainforest to go see the largest waterfall. And we were gazing at this waterfall, and we had our like arms around each other. And I took a deep breath in, and I sighed, and I went, this is just perfect. Like, this is just perfect. It really, like, this is what it's all about. And then our phones are like,
wow.
And we take our eyes away from like the most gorgeous sight, and we look and we go, oh no, because we were not going to be home before these auditions were due. So we were going to have to figure something out for us to be able to do them. And it was really, it worked out. It worked out.
I'm assuming you got to jerry-rig something.
Yeah, so we were partnered with a studio down there, but their equipment, because I was teaching voice acting classes, that was like the whole purpose of me being down there. However, the studio was really set up for music production. And the way that music production, all of their stuff, I know, I'm sorry to jump scare you, there's some stuff. The way that music production stuff is set up is completely differently than like plain Jane clean vocal equipment. And so it was actually very difficult. We couldn't get the right microphone to pick up the right stuff. We ended up having to rewire a bunch of their things. They let us do it. We appreciated it. We recorded, and then we got kicked out. I don't know. Nick, do you think I'm allowed to tell the story since there's no longer affiliation with the studio?
Yeah.
Cool. So we were in the middle of auditioning. I had done one of my auditions. Nicholas hadn't done any. And they had promised us that after this like 12-hour day we worked, we'd be able to use the studio for as long as we wanted in order to do our auditions. And so I got through one audition, not edited, and they go, hey, guys. You're going to hear it live here for the first time. It's actually an incredible story.
No.
Hey, guys, so we have to ask you to leave, like, now.
Oh.
We're like, why? Because at this point the audition was due in like 2 days. We were like, why? And they're like, we have a high profile client who has rented out the studio for the end of the rest of the night into the next morning, and we have to like clear the studio. And I was like, okay, can we ask who it is? And they were like, it's Bad Bunny. And I was like, stop it.
Oh, I'm
We
dead.
couldn't do our auditions because Bad Bunny kicked us out of the studio.
It's just you, Steph.
So then we had one day left, and we had a 13-hour day planned of work. And so it was after that, it was like they were due the next morning. We were recording the morning they were due, and we edited on like my laptop, and we were like, well, if we don't get this. Oh, is there a mimic?
No, something just like snapped me, and I don't know.
Oh, spider. There's a spider. It got me too. It got me too. It did. The yeah. So it was like insane. We both Nick and I acceded that if we don't book this, it's okay. This is very amusing to watch.
My camera is broke. I'm stuck. Where am I?
Yeah. So that's the story. That's where I was when we got the Witch Hat
That's
auditions. It was
really
crazy.
cool, though.
It was
It
an
was like
insane thing.
Kismet.
It was, yeah, and the way that most auditions work is that you audition for like whatever characters are on the sheet, but they use those auditions to cast out the whole project. So I didn't actually audition for Egwene; they weren't on the sides per se, but I did audition for several of the other characters, and they use that information to cast out the show. And Emily Fajardo is the director, and I've worked with Emily on. To Be Hero X as a very not a similar character but a similar voice placement. We had Emily knew I could do very androgynous deeper voices, and I think that played a big role into the consideration of the combination of the auditions I sent in for that and my past experience with having played an androgynous character in like the previous season. So
Listening to your work is just incredible to me. Not only are you a phenomenal actor, but like you're an absolute chameleon the way that you can disappear. One of my favorite games is, hey, can I recognize this actor? I can't find you most of the time. I literally can't find you.
That's a high compliment. Thank you so much.
It is.
That's really
is so
sweet.
cool.
Also, for anybody who is watching, you don't have to do that. I didn't actually used to do that for a very long time. I studied under Crispin Freeman, who is a big proponent of using your natural voice to its fullest extent. And he teaches you using only your natural voice. And so most of my early work, was in either this placement or this placement, because at this point both of them are very natural for me. And so that was all of my work. And then I started playing. Like then I started experimenting and I started growing on my own and I started reaching out and because I do like the range that I have, but I do want everyone listening to know it's actually not a requirement. You can have one voice and be a regularly booking high profile voice actor. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, that place was terrible. Do we want to go back to that place or do we want to go to a different planet?
Are you okay over there?
I have a couple more questions for you guys. I've been trying to keep track of them.
Yeah, go for it.
The next one was, you have such a drive and capacity to hard work. So do you always have that drive, or was that gained in life later, or was it the military?
That's a great question. I was born this way. I was constant.
Maybe it's alien.
Yeah, I've always known I was different, because I loved learning and I couldn't learn enough. Like, no matter what it was, I wanted to know everything about it. And I was the kid who read the encyclopedia or who memorized like the Star Trek encyclopedia that's like this thick and like all the entries in it and all of the data. And like I loved learning. And then once I learned something, I wanted to teach it. So I've always had this kind of drive to never stop learning and to then infect others with the knowledge that I have. And so I recognized at a very, very young age, because I was severely bullied at school, that the way I behaved and the way I approached life was not the way that most people approached life. And I cried a lot about it. I used to wish that I was normal, but you can't squash out a love of learning and a love of like kind of growing and experiencing life. I tried. It doesn't work because I would always just want to learn more things. And so I kind of was fine with being alone or with my like one best friend growing up for many, many years and kind of just dealt with being bullied over it. And then once I got into adulthood, it started to become celebrated. Like the way that I would work this hard and I would just kind of keep going and I would learn all these things. I had this extensive knowledge and a lot of stuff because I just studied things for fun. And that was appreciated. And I went, oh, kids are dumb. Nobody has stuff figured out when they're a kid. Why did I listen to those kids? Like, what was... So, yeah, I was cursed. I was cursed this way. I've never been to this planet. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know what to expect here. It was also free. I love
Turn
free
yourself
planet.
back on.
More question.
Yeah.
It says they were wondering if they use auditions to cast additional
Auditions to cast additional voices as
Yes. Yeah. Most productions do that. So when you're submitting for any production, you're actually submitting for a whole host of characters that you may not even know that you're submitting for, including things like additional voices or little bit roles, etc. So that's part of the reason why if you like think you might be a fit for something and you're not sure, just let them tell you no. You never know if they're going to hear something else in what you give them.
Technically, that's not your decision to make. That's the casting director.
Yeah. Oh, I found Maine. This is so weird. I don't know what this planet... I'm actually scared. I'm scared of this planet. What is this?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know this interior.
I see a hole.
Right? Scary. Hello. I walked into here too. I don't know.
Okay, this looks more like the Lethal Company, I know, but I have no flashlight, so this is going to be fun.
Oh, there's a little angry bird if you want an angry bird. Oh, it makes me jump. Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna...
Oh, God, I
Oh,
can't
because it's
see.
the red angry bird.
Oh, this sucks. I can't see for shit.
Here, stick with me. I got a flashlight. Then our
Find you.
beautiful
Hang on.
audience can see my orange butt. I'm wearing the orange
What is
jumpsuit,
that?
our regular...
Is that a...
It's a trans pride kitty.
I need it. Thank you.
We have a bunch of LGBT kitties in the game.
I love it.
Can I pull Appy yet? That's great. Ooh, don't pull that yet. It'll
Oh, I
cause
know
a
what it
nuclear
is,
meltdown.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah. This will go well.
Okay, there's another
what I
opening
found.
over here. What'd you
You
find?
see this?
What is
I'll
that?
drop it for you. You can
Okay.
pick it up.
Oh, is that Slender Man?
Yeah, we've summoned him now.
Oh, is that the boom booms I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's him. He's coming.
Oh, good.
He'll pick one of us at random.
Not the person that's holding his thing?
Right.
Ooh, that's an exit. I can leave.
Let's see if you can. Here, go ahead. Did you go out the exit?
Hang on. I'm right behind you.
Sorry.
It's a mimic. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I warned
wasn't
everybody
sure.
I was a screamer. So here we go.
I wasn't sure if it was, to be fair. But sorry.
There's a book. Do you need that book?
I am full, but I'll be right back for it.
Okay. I can't leave, can I?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What? Okay, so what is this weird camera thing? Like, I can't tell where I'm at? Okay. Aha. Yeah, you
What?
can't. Yeah, you can't.
Any other?
You can't leave.
You got any other questions? Cause I'm.
Yeah, I got plenty.
Nick's got a question. What's your question, Nick?
What are you eating for dinner?
I don't know what I was about to say something very inappropriate, but I don't know what I'm eating for dinner. What are you eating for dinner?
We are having leftovers.
Oh.
I'm just saying what you said.
I mean, where's the lie?
I found Zelda's sword.
Oh, where? That's cool as hell.
It is near another exit that may or may not be a real exit. I don't know. So if you find one of those walkways,
Yeah.
and it's got an exit, you're really close to the Zelda sword. That's all I can tell you. So we touched on. I wanted to ask you to what drew you to coaching, but you kind of
Yeah.
touched on that you want to infect everyone with your. I love that so much.
It's always been. It's several people throughout my life have described it as having a teacher spirit or a teacher soul. That some people are just born to be teachers and can't live without being teachers. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
So
It's the sharing of knowledge. Ooh. Oh, there's a
Steph, are you
walkway
there?
on the other side, and there's the sword. Okay.
I hear you. Hello?
Sort of here. It took me a long time to find the entrance. Hello.
Oh, okay. I'm floating around in the dark, and I don't know where I'm at.
In the depths. In the dark. And then I will say the military amplified it
That's better.
because I found a rupee. Nope. I say that the military amplified it because in the military everyone becomes a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a choice because you're always training the new people who come in.
Okay.
And I ended up taking up an additional duty position as head of education and training for my department when I was a medic. So that is how I ended up getting. Oh, it's me. I'm real. Hi. I'm a real person. I'm not a mimic.
Hi.
Hi. I'm trying to find the evil exit that ate Patty. Oh, let's grab Appy and run away. Oh, I can't now. Why not?
Well, I can.
All right, anyway.
Just to pitch your coaching services, I can tell you that your organization is wonderful for someone who is ADHD like I am.
Okay.
Ooh, this is where I died. I see my blood spatter.
All right, I'm ready to leave. Let's get out of here.
Hey.
Oh, chicken
Just
hawk.
so you know, there's something big and ugly out here.
And, oh good, I don't hear myself again. That's wonderful. Excuse me. So, like, I love the fact that you've built this whole system for making us responsible for our own actions.
My whole purpose is to create what I call self-determined voice actors. So people who are able to build and craft and rely on their own acting process and to make their own steps forward in their career with confidence. So I help with both acting and like the fundamentals and the higher levels of acting, but then also, yeah, let's blow this pop stand. But also with the like goal planning and career progression and like tangential things like streaming or YouTubing or what's another big one? VTubing comes up sometimes. things like that, things that other people might want to branch out into as ancillary sources of expression or income. And yeah, I structure it the way that makes the most sense to me because I too am neurodivergent. I haven't published this yet, but I was actually featured in Autism Monthly, like the magazine that just came out like last week. So I'm gonna have to, you know, throw that out there at some point. Be like, hey, here's a thing. It's kind of cool. But the world is not built for neurodivergent people, but it can be. And you don't leave behind neurotypical people when you just explain things that make more sense to neurodivergent people. So, you know, I appreciate that it was received well.
You know me, I'm about uplifting people. And
Yeah.
I just,
I haven't been
the
here either.
vibe
We're
you
going through new
bring,
place.
the organization, everything makes sense, and you give us the tools to unlock our own kingdom. And I think that's really cool.
I haven't been here either, so this is
Oh.
another new planet.
That's fine. Can only die 3 times per session. That's...
And I do have another question for you guys.
Oh, you cut out your... Turn my headset back on again. On and off. Try that. Oh, you know what? We're entering an atmosphere. That's why you cut
That's
out.
why. Yeah, it's the loading. The communications get interrupted when we load. Oh, the door does not close.
And I do have another
The
question
scrap
for you
might
guys
turn
when
into
we
a
wrap
landmine.
up.
Cool. I am scared of this planet.
Okay, so if you can hear me,
If you can hear me,
Yes.
There you are.
the question was, what are your opinions on the inclusion of remote talent from other countries?
Hell yeah. I'm the most pro of all remote talent. If in my magic world, all opportunities are open to all actors. Like, I don't think that
The more the merrier, right?
exclusive like, oh, this, I understand. I'll go into why I understand why it is a thing sometimes, but I do think the more the merrier, in that what we found out from COVID, which, I mean, a logical person would have already known this. Oh, I think that building over there might be Maine. I haven't been here, so I'm just guessing. But anyway, when everything shut down, the casts for projects started to become really diverse, as in where they came from. International, across the country, like everything. And, oh, this is crazy. It's like a poison planet.
Sure is. In we go.
Oh, liminal. Oh, I don't like this.
No.
This is scary. I'm in the office building with the computers.
I'm with you.
With the there are scary. I don't like this one. There are 2 environments that I like the least, and this is one of them. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh! The scrap all turns into other stuff. So it looks like one thing, and you pick it up, and it's something else, so it could be a dangerous object. Got it. Got it. Okay, anyway. I think it should be open to everybody. I'm very, very pro-remote. The studio I work with, Lazo Arts Entertainment, is also super pro-remote. They are what's called location agnostic. And,
I love that.
yeah, where they believe that good talent has to be from everywhere. And so, do you like our buddy here? Knocking on the... See this guy? Right there. Our friend.
What's
Right there. You see it?
Oh.
He's our
Why?
friend. He just wants to come in. You should let him in.
No. I've already had things bite my butt today. I'm good.
No. So yeah, I love remote talent, and I think I love international talent.
Oh, is that an Audi? That
It
is an
is.
exit. Nice.
Oh, there's another one.
Ooh.
These are so terrifying, dude.
This is a soda bottle?
I guess I can pop back to, ugh. I guess I can pop back through that exit and come back, because, I've got full up on scrap.
Okay.
Oh, good. I don't know where I am. Rick!
Oh, I got a ball.
Any other questions? I want to answer all your questions. I also, by the way, have a hard out of 3:30 because I gotta go drive somewhere. Maybe like 3:45? 3:45? Yeah, 3:45.
We can make this this is our last day in game, right?
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know because, like, I want to hang out as long as possible because I'm having a good time.
Oh, I hear all
I'm gonna
sorts
suffocate. I'm gonna suffocate. I'm gonna die. I need to get out of here. Scheiße. Oh my god. How do I get up to me? How do I get up here? Oh, thank god. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Am I gonna make it? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! I made it inside.
Okay, I found eyeball dude again. That makes me concerned.
Oh, that's scary.
Steph's
I
dead.
found it.
She found a mimic.
No, there's a mimic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try to get out of here.
Are you in here? Because, like, I hear stompies.
I'm inside. I'm at E-exit and main. They're right next to each other.
I think this is the main. I just don't remember where we go to go back.
I hear a mimic. I hear it. I'm gonna hit this little lucky block. Hang on.
Oh god, I don't know where the thing is.
Amazon left your boxes inside. What does that mean?
I need directions. I don't know where I'm at.
No, hey! I see you. Hello.
Okay.
All right, this is I think the easiest way out.
Okay.
Okay, and then I think we came from this direction.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, not bees.
How-
Fuck the bees.
How do you?
Oh,
like,
there it is. Is that us?
Yeah, it's us.
Okay. I'm in. Oh, I see. I hear like a monster. Yeah, I hear the stompies. Oh, there is something big. Get in the... Oh, boy. Okay, let's Steph's dead, so we can go.
There was a dog and a giant at the same time.
Oh.
So giants, when they see you, they chase you, but they can't hear you. But dogs can't see you; they can only hear you. So if you make noise, the dog comes towards you.
Oh my god.
It's so scary. Welcome back, Steph.
She is in the restroom. Let's see. What else did I talk about? Oh, I'd love to talk about StoryCo. Because you've been doing a lot of work for them.
Yeah.
Are you doing any of the casting and directing for them too? Or are you just in the capacity of an actor at this point?
Yeah, I am just talent. I love working with their teams. I think I did very early on, when they were just starting out. Everything is self-recorded, and I was like, hey, do you guys want a director? Because that's like a thing that I do. And they were like, oh, it's not really in our budget right now. And we're like, okay. And that was before we even knew they were with Webtoon. Because originally StoryCo was going to be doing their own independent platform. And then I think Webtoon saw it and went, you did this? I did this. And, we're now all the official Webtoon voice actors, which is really cool. It's a cool thing. And yeah, no, so I act for them pretty regularly. Right now I'm in The Patron of Villains as Solon, and I am Davina, the Mafia Nanny. And what else? What else am I in that's Dating Simon. I play December, and a character named Bull, who I don't know a lot about yet. I played another character, but she did, so, you know. And Unordinary. In Unordinary, I play Arlo's aunt. It's Arlo's aunt's name. She gets bigger later in the series, but yeah. So those are the active shows that I think I record the most often. Oh my God, Starcatcher. I play Janet, and I play Calliope. So I like working with StoryCo a lot. They're a very story-centric company. They do care that the acting is in line with what the original creator's vision is for the comic, because the creator has the say on who gets cast for each production.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so the casting team at StoryCo presents audition to the original creator, and the creator handpicks who gets cast. And I think that's like the coolest thing ever.
I cannot get him to answer the door.
Oh yeah, we're at company. What am I doing? I didn't do anything.
I wanted to get that in there so we could see where we were. Yeah, he doesn't want to come out. Ah! 340, did we overdo it?
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll buy us a teleporter so that if we're in danger, we can escape. There we go. Up, up, up. Do we want to do one more round, or do we want to wrap up the game?
Like little questions, like
Yeah.
So we can get you in out of time. Why don't we wrap up the game?
Okay, and then we can just ask some questions.
Yeah.
Cool. I will close. I will leave the game. I'm
There
gonna.
were just a couple of little questions too that I have sort of set it.
Oh no! I lost Steph. I forgot that if I left the game, I was gonna.
That is okay.
not
She can give them to me.
What a fool I am! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, come over here. Mute your thing. You can talk into my microphone. It is okay. There we go. Ooh, I am starting to sweat. Please deliver the air conditioner sooner.
Well, it takes me a while to install it.
I know.
Are you excited for Zero Company Star Wars?
Are you excited for Zero Company what?
Star Wars? Is it? There's Star Wars.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm coming over here and...
Yeah, are you excited for Zero Company Star Wars?
Check in. Star Wars Zero Company. Oh, it's a strategy? I didn't know this was a thing! I'm dubious that it is an EA game, but let's see. Star Wars Zero Company. Command an elite squad through a gritty and authentic story in Star Wars Zero Company. A single-player, turn-based tactics game developed by Beach. Well, I'm certainly going to play it. Launching on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, August 27, 2020. Now it's become a commercial for this thing. But, yeah, I would play the crap out of this, especially since it looks like there might be some Rebels characters in it. It looks like that might also be Pedro Pascal. Like, I support a lot of these characters. It looks like there's a lot of original stuff. I like Star Wars. I'm a big Star Trek fan, but I'm also... have historically been a big Star Wars fan. I'm not caught up on like everything that has come out in the last 2 years or so, but prior to that, I was like, I've watched everything and was a lifelong fan. But because this is coming up because I said turn-based strategy is my favorite style of game, and I think it is. and this is that, and there's not enough of them. There's not enough turn-based strategy games. Everything has really moved to. There's just been a lot of like arena fighters, arena shooters, like League of Legends style stuff, and I love directing that. It's most of the games I direct is that style. But I like playing stuff by myself or Lethal Company. That's it. That's the only thing.
Have you happened to do any survival crafting games?
Oh, kind of like my time at Sandrock, like that kind of thing.
Right, or like Valheim or 7 Days to Die, that kind of thing.
I play Minecraft. I play Minecraft, and I play Pokopia, and I play. Oh, my son is 7, and we play Roblox a lot. And there's a game called Bake or Die, and I'm obsessed with it. And he doesn't want to play it anymore. Like it's not cool to play it. But I was like, buddy, you want to play Bake or Die? And he's like, no, Mom, we got really far in it. And I was like, yeah, but you want to play more? Because as an adult, I'm not going to be on Roblox by myself. That to me is a little weird. I think it's intended more for children, but when my son is on and we're playing together, it's a really great bonding experience and bonding opportunity. We also beat 99 Nights in the Forest. We made it to like 180 something nights, and that was really fun. So I think those are those kinds of games where it's like things are trying to kill you. You have to craft things to survive, and it gets harder and harder the longer you're in the game. So yeah, I know they're Roblox titles, but yeah, I do enjoy them very much.
What's the one with the cannibals? There's 2 of them. With plane crashes. The Forest, yeah, The Forest and The Forest 2 is also another survival crafter that falls into that genre, and you can play with as fewer or as many people as you want. That can be fun. Throwing games out at you. What was another question that you had, Steph?
So another quick one was, have you played Claire Obscure Expedition 33?
Oh, something about Expedition 33?
Yeah, have you played Claire Obscura Expedition 33?
Not yet, but I watched a lot of Nick's sister play the game, and I was like, my breath was taken away, and I actually would like watch some of it, and I would be like transfixed, and then I was like, wait, I want to play it. Like, I want to play it. That was a time thing. I want to sit. I don't want to watch that game. I want to play that game. So I have not had the time to dedicate yet. When I was in the military and a big game would come out that I wanted to play, I would take leave. I'm like, I did. The last time I remember doing it was for Kingdom Hearts 3. Regret, because I did not enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3 after waiting 13 years for it to get that without my Final Fantasy characters. I will never forget. But anyway, I took 3 days off so that I could sit there and just have no other obligations and just play the game. And Claire, if I were still in the military, that would be a leave game. Like, I'm like, well, gotta have no work, gonna play this for the next 3 days. But I don't have that luxury anymore.
Right.
Because I am a freelancer and I have to work to pay my bills and the bills for my family and all that. So it's like, I haven't had time to just go, I'm going to take this time off and play it. I have to look up the content. It's probably older. Is it an M game? It's rated M. Or is it, I don't know.
For Claire Obscura?
Claire Obscura, yeah.
I don't know.
Rating for Claire. There is Claire Obscura.
I don't think there's...
No, not a rating rate like that. Oh, M for mature. Yeah, it's M for mature.
Okay.
So, okay. The reason why I say it is that I'm going to have a couple weeks off because my kids are going to be home from, like, for the summer from summer camp and all that jazz. But that's not going to be a game I can play in front of my 5-year-old, so I guess I'm stuck. So, eventually, I do want to play it, though. Like, really badly.
It won a lot of awards.
It was beautiful, and I watched behind the scenes of it, and I watched like these the scenes that people talked about that people were nominated for. I watched some of those scenes. Again, I didn't want like too many spoilers, but just to see the acting, to analyze like the nuance, and it was gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous work. So,
Okay, what's your next question, Steffi?
There was a question about whether or not she does her own hair.
I do. Who asked that? I do all my own hair. Is it because it looks crazy? Like, are you asking because you're like, damn, that looks good, you did your own hair? Or is it like, damn, that looks unprofessional? Do you do your own hair? Like,
Aww.
like, how did you mean that? Chat, if you're still in the chat, can you please clarify? No, I do. The last 2 years, I have cut and dyed my own hair. So everything you've seen from me in the last 2 years has been like me experimenting at the encouragement of one of my students who is like the top hair salon stylist guy in the state of Oklahoma. And he just wants to be a voice actor, but he also owns this very successful salon and like wins these awards for his hair stuff. And he traded me lessons to teach me how to like to bleach my hair and like dye it. And I was like, not in person, like virtually and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go. Like I wanted, because when I entered the industry and I wanted my look to be kind of like the peacock look, and I had the blue and the purples and the teals. And that was like my whole brand and my whole thing. I was going to a wonderful salon that I loved in San Antonio, but it was like $300 to $400 every 3 months. And eventually, one, the economy, and then two, like I ended up moving to Dallas, and the double expenses, because I pay for where my children live with like their family and extended family in like where they live. And then I was paying for all my expenses out here in Dallas. So I was paying for two things. And I was like, the hair's gotta go.
That's fair.
I gotta figure this out somehow. So I was watching YouTube tutorials and I was terrified. And I had my student casually mentioned that he was like this highly successful like stylist. And I was like, pause. Can I talk to you about home bleaching? Because I've never done that. I'm terrified. And he was like, yes. And I was like, awesome. He's like, oh, you can do it. He's like, you can do it. Let's talk about it. And I was like, all right. And he set me up with like, make sure you do this and this and this. And I do a lot of like moisturizing to make sure that I'm not like just destroying my hair. And I do give it breaks. And I do wait a very long time between dyes so that the oils can build back up. But I love it. I love the control over like I did. And if I mess it up, it's my fault. You know, I'm like, I did it myself.
That is really awesome, though, that you were able to work out a trade like that. Did you ever meet Holly Segara? Because I know she worked for Nick for a while.
Nick, have I ever met Holly Segara? No, Nick says I have not met this.
Okay, so she's one of our besties. She's also an actor, and she taught Steph the ADR. But while she was visiting us one time, she showed us how to do the bleaching with the coconut oils and all of that. And it was such a cool thing to learn. So I'm glad you got to learn like a really professional, because it looks good. Every time I see you, your hair is fire.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I did want the literal fire. There was a bit of a transformative event that happened last year, and so I went from Peacock to Phoenix, and I'm still in my Phoenix Rising era, so that's why I'm going to be fire based until the Phoenix Rising kind of cools off, and then I don't know what will happen from there. I was telling Nick maybe silver, like white with some kind of like a silver with some kind of accent color for the tips. I'm not sure. He does not want that.
Aww.
He was like, silver, and I was like, he thinks I'm gonna look like an old lady. It doesn't look like an old lady when you do silver properly. It looks gorgeous, but I get it. I'm away, but I'm also still in my Phoenix era, and I can feel it. I know spiritually when it's time to shift
to do the shift.
Yeah,
giving some Lilith from Borderlands energy. I like that.
Thank
One more question. What do we got?
So the last one was, what red flags have you seen and or experienced when it comes to the rise of your own presence from big name projects for others to take heed?
Ooh, that's a lot. Did you put it in the sheet?
It is in the sheet. It's the last one.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. What red flags have you seen and or experienced when it comes to the rise of your own presence from big name projects and for others to take heed?
Wow, that's an amazingly insightful question. Just to make sure that I understand it correctly, it was what red flags have I seen sort of as I've been rising up through different professional projects that I could
Yes.
share so that people could know what to look out for.
Yes.
That's kind of, love it. Okay. So I kind of want to start from like the indies first
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
I'm sure this is a shared experience with all of us who are in these projects on like Casting Call Club, and then you join a Discord, and then you may spend weeks or months or even years in these project Discords, and projects are trying and they're chugging along, and then they just sort of like fall apart. And I had to learn the hard way because like the first three projects that I joined were all like, oh, you're our family now. And I learned to identify early on when a project is utilizing you as a professional or wants a voice actor because they want their project to like exist, or when a creator has created a world to have friends. Like the purpose behind the project is not that they want to tell their own story. Maybe that's a baby part of it, but more importantly, they wanted to develop their own community so that they aren't alone anymore. And while I empathize with that, it was extremely frustrating as someone who was trying to tell stories. Because I entered this older. I was 30 when I started voice acting. And so, like, I didn't really have time to entertain, like, being friends with people over trying to create art. And it's not like I don't want to be friends with you on my Discord server. What I'm talking about, if you have not experienced this, is that these project runners require like a lot of free, oh, we're going to meet twice a week and we're going to read the same script over and over again, or we're just going to meet about the project and do updates. We don't need all that. You don't need all that. As a voice actor, you need a script. You can have maybe a table read, you can have maybe a live directed session, and then you have a recording session, and that's it. That's it. You shouldn't have to go to 15 different table reads and for one thing, or unpaid. It's too much. So that's number one. If you're getting a vibe that maybe this is somebody that's trying to like make friends or find a partner or something like that, just get out. There will be other projects. You don't need that. It'll waste your time. It's never going to happen. That project is never going to happen. And if it does happen, it doesn't need you. So that's one. Then going up into professional land, there comes a point where you have to say, no, I want more money. Like, because there will be these leaps where you're like, well, I've been working for free on like unpaid projects to build up a resume, for like, Jimmy in his basement who made an audio drama, like that kind of thing, where it's like a collaboration between two budding actors. Then when you start booking stuff, there has to come a point where your schedule is going to hit so much stuff where you're like, you know what? I can no longer entertain free projects. I'm really sorry. Or I can no longer entertain $15 projects. My minimum is $50 an hour, or my minimum is $100 an hour. And you have to keep raising that minimum. I'm going to be extreme. I don't know if I'm allowed to by contract. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about this.
Play it
I'll
safe.
be vague.
Play it
I'm going to be
safe.
vague. Yeah, I'm going to be really vague. I'm not going to talk about things. Vague posting. I Crunchyroll, when you work with them, you'll get a kind of like a starting rate. And I'm not allowed to disclose any of this other what have you, but it wasn't until now, like a couple weeks ago, that I was like, can I get a raise? It's like, and I had already had like multiple leads and all these supporting characters, and it was with Witch Hat that I was like, should be I should be doing better for myself. Like I need to advocate for myself. And I asked and I got it immediately. And I was like, "Oh, how long could I have been making more money if I had just asked?" So advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask. Understand the difference between commercial and character. Sometimes companies, and this is not me targeting Crunchyroll anymore, now I'm moving on to other people, by the way. Not that I was targeting them, but I just had to bring them up a little bit where it's like, man, if they graciously gave me more money, if I would have asked for it, I would have gotten it sooner. Like, but anyway, moving on to a totally different issue. Know the difference between commercial and character. If you're playing a character in a commercial, that's a commercial. get yourself those commercial rates. Don't go, oh, well, it's a character and they only have 2 lines, I'll pay you $10. Absolutely not. This is for Coca-Cola. Like, you should be getting Coca-Cola money. Like, that's how that works. So even if you're a character, but in a commercial project, you should be making commercial money.
It is crazy, the difference too, like the pay rate.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Again, I can't talk about this other thing I did, so I can't. Bleh. NDAs. Anyway, back to this. Other red flags that I noticed.
Me.
Nick.
I haven't had this personally, but if you feel uncomfortable, you can always say no. Every time I've said no to something because I've explained, I'm like, I'm not comfortable with this content. I apologize, but I'm not the right voice actor for what you're looking for. So in my professional career at this level, everyone's been very respectful of that. And they're like, oh, of course, no problem. We'll find somebody else. Thank you so much. And like, and that also didn't ruin my opportunities with those studios. They brought me in for other stuff. Or they went, oh, that's fine. How about this? Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, cool. You know, so again, don't compromise who you are. They will ask, and they're not targeting you. They're not, just because someone is asking you doesn't mean that they are pressuring you. If you feel like they are, if you say no and they push your boundaries and there is pressure, then get out. Like, just hard no, and then extract yourself. And if they never work with you again, fine. Because if they ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with and you say no and they respect you, well, continue working with them. If not, no, you deserve better. I don't care if this is your first big professional. Actually, it was. My first paid consistent client was with a company called Lab 316, and they do official Japanese manga dub on YouTube. And they're like little daily mangas that are drawn. They're not like big series like Demon Slayer or whatever. It's like, well, they offered me this role, and it would be consistent work every single week. It was my first like reliable paycheck, and it effectively equated to like torture prawn. Like it was glorifying the harm of people throughout history. It was like historical retellings, but they were graphic, and it was very clearly drawn and written in a way that was glorifying a lot of stuff that I found absolutely repulsive, that I didn't think good people would glorify. And I cried because I was excited because I saw some of their other work, and I was like, why can't I do the rom-coms? And I was like, I went to my mentor, and he was like, no. He was like, your voice is forever. Your voice is going to be out there forever. Do you want your voice to be doing this for the rest of history? Because even if you only do it once, it's going to be out there forever. And I went, nope. So I declined it, and they went, oh, that's okay. Do you want to do this rom-com? And I was like, oh, like, nice. I was like, with a heavy heart, I was like, well, there goes my first job. I'll never book again. And then they immediately were like, oh, you can do the rom-com instead. And I was like, yay.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so don't compromise yourself. There will be people who, I've heard that eventually there could be people who try to pressure you. Also, I want to tell, in case you guys don't know about this, you may have heard in the on-camera world, there are like parties where people get together and are expected to compromise themselves in multiple ways. You may know about Harvey Weinstein and these kinds of things that you hear in the news, and the whole Me Too movement is a thing. That happens in voice acting as well. And if you didn't know that that happens in voice acting, now you do. You do not have to participate in anything like that in order to get where you want to go. Do not listen to these people. You do not have to do any kind of drugs. You do not have to touch any kind of person. That is, do not think that that is the only way that you're going to get your role, because it's not worth it. Like, this is not something I have personally done, but I have witnessed a lot. So be careful out there.
Yeah, seriously. You know this about me, but as a SA survivor, that is absolutely a red flag out the door, and potentially calling somebody, because that's not okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And thank you for sharing that with us and feeling safe enough to talk about your own personal experience. I too am a survivor, and I take that extremely seriously. And even if you did, also, by the way, this is for people who, if you were in this situation and you did go to one of these parties and these things happened to you, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. If you went to something that you thought was going to be consensual and it wasn't, that is not your fault for going to those places. Nobody has any right to you. So I do want to clarify that we're not like, yeah, you go to these things, you're going to get hurt. Like, no, like if you're going to something that you think is consensual, it's not, you still don't deserve anything that other way. Absolutely not.
They're meant to be places to make connections, not that kind of connection.
Not that kind of connections. I laugh because it's like, it's terrible. So I just need people to know that does happen. It happens in every hub I've ever been to. So that's a thing. And I don't partake, but be careful. You don't have to do that to get where you want to go. So
we are at your cutoff. I want to make sure you get to where you need to go.
Is that the best note to end on? Like, what a twist. Like, shock
seriously.
Twist.
I mean, if you want to check back in 6 months and just like, dude, what the hell happened? It's getting really warm in here. If you want to check back in 6 months and do this again, we can find some more questions and see what new shit you've been up to.
The questions are going to be like, what did you see? I want to leave with this. So I don't want to end on that note.
That's fair.
I want to leave with a parting word, which is that if this is something that interests you, if anything is something that interests you, if you're like, I kind of want to be an animator, I kind of want to be a singer or a musician or an artist or an actor, just do it. Because as far as we know, we only get this one life. I may not personally believe that, but this experience we're having right now, there's only one of this, with this you that is you in this very moment. So just, I'm having a profound moment, Nicholas Markgraf. I swear to God. So, and
we'll
because
get even
of that,
when he comes on the show. It's fine.
You better get him. We because we are only having this one experience as who we are right now, and we will never be exactly who we are in this moment. Take advantage of that and just do it. Just go out there. I firmly believe that everybody can follow their dreams, and that when you are on that path, things will just rise up to support you. It may not look like what or who you thought was going to support you, but the right people will come your way and they will push you forward. That's a good note to end.
I think that is beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on. Please follow Erin. Website's pinned at the top of the stream. And yeah, we will visit this again, and I will see you in class as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye.
Come back into the screen. Oh, you're on the floor. You're fine.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day.